Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the English lesson. We have a fun lesson today. We are going to do a fairly easy lesson today, but it's a lesson and it's a grammar tense that you must know how to use if you want to speak English fluently. Today, if you look at the title, we will be studying present continuous. Now, this is a beginner level grammar tense. So if you're watching right now and if you are an advanced speaker and you can speak English quite well, this lesson might be too easy for you. But that being said, I will always introduce a lot of different vocabulary. I sometimes introduce different pronunciation. I'll introduce some different idioms. So even if you're advanced, you probably will benefit from the lesson. And it's always good to test yourself. A lot of people think that it's really easy, but when they start doing it, they realize, you know what, it's a little bit more difficult than I expected. But if you find it's too easy, then you can watch another video that I have on the channel. Today, present continuous, that's what we'll do. I'm going to put that lesson onto the screen right now. And you will see it right there. Okay, so present continuous. We'll go over a little bit of pronunciation first. I think pronunciation is really important. And this is a good pronunciation because the initial question here, the initial question is asking, what are you doing? This is a very, very common present continuous question. Now, what I want you guys to realize that when native English speakers speak, we will often join words together. We often join words together. So, for example, this are you, I could change to are ya. What are ya doing? But in fact, really, this whole beginning part, what are ya, it's going to change to this, what ya, what ya. All right, so it's what are you doing? What are you doing? Not what are you doing. If you say what are you doing, that is fine. That is fine. But most native English speakers, we join it together, and my sentence sounds more like what are you doing? All right. Another good example here is how is it going? How is it going? I change it to how's it going? How's it going? How are you doing? Final product, final sentences. How ya doing? How you doing? All right. So this is a great tip for you to try to remember and try to use. Join your words together, make them a little bit shorter, and you will sound more and more like a native English speaker. Okay, so what we will be doing today is we will be going over the present continuous. So let's jump right into that. I'm going to get to the grammar for today's lesson. And the grammar is very, very easy. So first, when do we use the present continuous? That's what we want to know. When do we use it? Well, basically, we will use, now I've got it written right here. Let me just zoom in for everybody. We will use present continuous to talk about any action that is happening right now. Any action that is happening right now. And this action that is happening now will most likely continue into the future. So how do we make the sentence? Basically, we're going to have a subject. Okay, the subject can be I, you, we, they, he, us, or sorry, he, she, it. That will be the subject. Next, we do need to have the be verb. The be verb will be am, is, or are. And then the next main verb will be the ing form. Okay, the main verb will be the ing form. So we've got some great examples right here. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you all right now, which I'm doing. I'm talking to you all. That's what I'm doing. What is she doing? She's eating dinner. So she's eating. That action is happening now, right? We are watching a movie. We are watching a movie. That means right now we are watching a movie. Maybe we are in the movie theater. Maybe we're at home watching something on Netflix or on Amazon Prime or Disney. And the next one here is, of course, remember, we can also make a negative sentence. He is not, or he isn't watching TV right now. He isn't watching TV right now. He's studying. All right, so we can also do negative. Now, one thing also I want you to know is this grammar is talking about any action that is happening now, current action. But we can also use present continuous to talk about a temporary action. Temporary means not forever, not continuing. It just means a short time, a short time. So for example, he is working on a project this week. So this project, it's a temporary project. It's not forever. When the project is finished, then I will no longer work on it, right? They are studying for their exams this month. All right, so when the exam is finished, there's no more studying. So this studying is temporary. It's not forever. It's not continuing. Okay, but today, mainly, we are going to be talking about any action that is happening right now, right now. All right. We are not going to be doing a very long lesson today. This grammar is not so difficult, so we'll probably get through the lesson quite quickly. It might just be a 30-minute lesson today, maybe a little bit longer. So we're going to jump right into the exercise. Now, in this exercise, what you have to do is give me the correct be verb, and please give me the correct main verb. So number one says, she something a new language course online. She something a new language course online. So for this, the be verb must be is, right? Must be is. She is, right? And we've got the word course. Okay. Anytime you have the noun course or lesson or maybe a program, these words, if you're, we're talking about school, we're always going to be using the same verb, right? So there could be many answers for this lesson, for this exercise. I'm giving you my answer. She is taking a new language course online. All right. So I want you to remember, anytime you have a course, a class, any school related subject, the verb is always take. Take a class, take a course. Okay. Number two, I'm going to leave number one on the screen and I'll let everybody look at number two. They something a delicious dinner at the new restaurant downtown. They something a delicious dinner at the new restaurant downtown. Okay. There can be, again, many answers here. My choice here, we're talking about dinner. I think most people, we think dinner or lunch or breakfast. The first verb I'll think is eat, which is great. Eat is a great verb. I'm going to choose a different verb. I'm going to say they are having a delicious dinner at the new restaurant. All right, here, having, it means eating. It means eating. Okay. So that's another option. You don't always have to say eating. You can say having dinner, having a drink. Okay. So let's look number 3. Number 3 says, my friend's something, a surprise party for me next Saturday. Parmesh, good evening, bro. Good evening. Good evening. How are you today? I'm doing well. How about yourself? I'm doing well. I've got myself a nice iced coffee, so I'm good. How about you? So in this lesson, pretty much what we're doing is we are using the present continuous. So you have to use the be verb plus the verb, which is in the ing. Be verb and then ing. So that's what we're doing today. Superb. That's great. That's great. I'm glad you're doing superbly. So anybody joining a little bit late here, the lesson is all about present continuous. So this exercise right now you see on the screen, I want you to choose the correct be verb and the correct main verb, right? So just for a little recap, number 2, it says they're having a delicious dinner at the new restaurant. Number 3, my friends something, a surprise party for me next Saturday. All right, so okay, Parmesh, you've got my friends are giving a surprise party for me next Saturday. Now, if you're going to do give, we'd always say giving me. So we need to put the me right with give. But for party, we don't give a party. We don't give a party. There are 2 verbs we can say for party. Now, one verb that I would say, easiest one, my friends are having a surprise party for me next Saturday. Okay. The other one that I really like, I think it's also really common, is my friends are throwing a surprise party for me next Saturday. So the combination of have a party or throw a party is very common. Okay, so I want you to try to remember throw a party. Okay, or have a party. Okay, let's go to number 4. The cat something behind the sofa right now. The cat something behind the sofa right now. Now, there can be tons of answers. There can be many, many answers. You choose what you feel is the best answer. So here, the cat something behind the sofa right now. Paramesh, perfect. I like it. My friends are planning a surprise party for me next Saturday. Perfect. Excellent. So I'll put that on here as well. I think that's a great answer as well. All right. So my friends are planning a surprise party for me next Saturday. Number 4, the cat something behind the sofa right now. All right, so remember, there can be many, many, many answers here. For me, my first image of this, the cat's behind the sofa, it reminds me of my sister's cat. My sister has a cat, and my sister's cat doesn't really like people. So when any guests come to my sister's house, the cat will always hide behind the sofa, or the cat will always hide in the bedroom. So for me, my answer for this one would be the cat is hiding behind the sofa right now. All right. Again, there can be many, many answers. If you're joining late, we are using present continuous, be verb plus the ing. Choose the correct be verb and choose a main verb that fits that sentence. There's more than one answer. So if you have a different answer, leave it in the comment section. Number 5, we something to Paris for our summer vacation this year. All right, Paramesh, waiting. Yeah, the cat is waiting behind the sofa right now. Sure, that's fine. That works. Grammatically, that works. What is the cat waiting for? I don't know. But yeah, that completely fine. All right, what about number 5? We something to Paris for our summer vacation this year. For me, what I would probably choose right here, because we've got two, and then we've got a city, two, and then a city. A lot of times when you've got this word to, which is a preposition, it's talking about the direction, right? And then I've got to plus a city. A lot of times the verb I would use with that will be go. All right, so that's quite common to use go here. So go to somewhere, go to a city. So we are going to Paris. Paramesh, perfect. We are going to Paris for our summer vacation this year. Perfect. All right. It's going to get more difficult. This is the warm-up exercise. This is the warm-up exercise, just getting you comfortable with be, verb, and ing. So it will get more difficult. Number 6, the students something hard to prepare for their exams. All right. Whenever you have the word exam, we're talking about prepare. There's only really one answer we would say here. All right, so here, the students are studying hard to prepare for their exams. Okay, Paramesh, good. The students are practicing hard to prepare for their exams. Sure, perfect. That works. Practicing, studying, that works. All right, what about number 7? He something a new business venture with his partner. So business venture, I like that. So business venture, it means kind of like a new business, a new company, a new corporation, maybe a business project. So Paramesh, I like it. He is starting a new business venture with his partner. Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. All right, number 8. I something at the beach all day yesterday. Oh, you know what? It shouldn't be yesterday here because we're talking about today. Let's get rid of this, actually. There we go. So yeah, yesterday's past tense, and we're using present continuous. So that's a typo by me. If it's just beach, you know, I could say I'm suntanning at the beach. I'm suntanning at the beach. Okay. So here, enjoying is good, Paramash, but if we say enjoying, we can't have at. I am enjoying the beach is okay. But if you have at, we cannot say I am enjoying. Okay, let's do one more and then let's move to the fun section. They something to move to a new city next month. They something to move to a new city next month. All right, so for this one here, I would probably choose right now. It's everything right now is in the discussion phase. It's the planning stage. So I would say they're planning to move to a new city next month. Okay, so let's keep moving. Let's actually get to the new section here. This is where you get to make some sentences. I'll give you a few words, look at the words, and make a present continuous sentence. Let's do an example together. Right? It says read or look at the situation and make a sentence. So we've got she, we've got library, we've got paper. Okay. This paper means a report. When you go to university, you have to write a research report. We call that a paper. So for me, if I look at these 3 words, my image is study, library. So maybe she is researching for her paper. Okay. She is researching for her paper. Okay. Again, there can be many different answers. So please feel free to share your answer with me. Okay. Let's look at number 2. They laboratory and experiment. What sentence could you make with these words, with this information? They laboratory and experiment. All right, so the key word here is, laboratory and experiment. So experiment is the noun. So I need to have a verb that matches experiment. And for any verb, for any time you see experiment, the most common verb is going to be do. Okay. If you want to have a little bit more difficult English, then you could say conduct. Right? So they are doing an experiment. They are conducting an experiment. Okay, so let's look at number 3. We've got he, studio, painting. All right, so we're going to use this information to make a sentence. He, studio, and painting. He, studio, and painting. So what I could say is maybe there's so many answers. You know, a simple one is he is painting. He's painting a picture. Okay, that's a simple one. You can have many different answers. Let's say he is visiting an art gallery. Okay, let's do number 4. Number 4, we plus a workshop. So anytime you're at a workshop, you're physically going to construct something. The verb we use is build. We are building. Okay. All right, let's do one more of this style, and then I'm going to move to a new style as well, which I think is going to be fun. Let's do number 6. Number 6, I and balcony. I and balcony. What can we say for that sentence there? And of course, make sure it's present continuous. Paramesh, he is painting his studio. I like it. Yes, I like it. So I didn't even think he could be a painter. You know, he's painting his studio. Perfect. Okay, so for me, if I think me, balcony, I might say I'm having a beer and relaxing. I'm having a beer and relaxing on the balcony. Yeah, I'm having a beer and relaxing on the balcony. Okay, so what we'll do here, I want to move to the next section because I think it's a little bit fun. I want you to do number 7 for homework. And number 7 says the workers. It's a factory type of job. And then we've got a car. Maybe that is the product that they're making. Workers factoring car. All right. So let's go to, we've got a lot of things here, but I'm going to go to the next section because I've got some pictures. I got some pictures. These are all actually emojis from my computer, from your phone. So I've got he, and I've got 2 emojis there. Using these pictures, we're going to make a sentence. And I want you to make the sentences as long as you can. So, for example, he is swimming in the ocean. That's very simple. He is swimming in the ocean. Okay. Maybe I could say something else. Maybe there's so many different answers. Maybe I could say he is participating in a triathlon. All right, so he's participating in a triathlon. Okay, so let's look at number 12. Number 12, we've got these pictures here. We've got they. Looks like we got like a mountain or countryside, a mountainside. And then someone looks to be walking. Use all of this information to make a sentence. All right, my choice here. I see a mountain. And because I see a mountain, what I would do is they are, sorry, not they. Yeah, it's they. Our subject is they. They are hiking. Okay, they are hiking. And then I might say in the mountains. Okay, they are hiking in the mountains. Okay, so let's do number 13, lucky number 13. We've got she. We've got a painting easel or a painting like a board. Then we've got what looks like a painting. All right, so does anybody have an answer for this? Yeah, very simple one, you know. Very, very simple is she is painting. She is painting a picture. Okay, let's do number 16. Number 16. I've got the children, I've got a rocket, and I've got what looks like space. All right, so for me, because we got the subject is they, what I would say is I'll keep it as children. The children are exploring space in a rocket. The children are exploring space in a rocket. Perfect. Very lucky. Okay. What about this one? Number 17. We've got house. We've got a hammer. Bang, bang, bang. No, we're not going to be breaking the house. All right, what is the answer for number 17? All right, so number 17, what I would say is I've got house, I've got a hammer. I might just say I'm renovating my house. I'm renovating my house. Let's put that up on the screen here. All right, so I am renovating my shop. Okay, I'm renovating, oh, sorry, not my shop. Oh, don't know why I'm doing that. I'm renovating my, there we go, house. Got too much caffeine in my brain. I'm renovating my house. Perfect. Okay, let's move on to 19 and 20. Number 19, I like this one. I think it's really funny. So number 19, I'm going to give as homework. All right, so I've got the dog. I've got this picture. I've got this picture. And I got in brackets this picture. Okay, this, everybody, is a hint. This is a hint. This is a hint. Okay, but number 20, I would like to do it together. I would like to do it together. I've got they, looks like a stadium, and I've got a tennis ball. All right, so for me, my answer for this one would be they are playing tennis in a stadium. Okay, they are playing tennis. Okay, so remember, every one of these sentences here, we're using present continuous, and it's going to be the be verb plus verb ing. Okay. Remember, you've got a couple of things for homework. Number 19, this is using this information is for homework. And then if we go back up, which one did we choose? Number 7. Number 7 is also for homework right here. Okay, I think number 7 is most difficult. Okay, so I do have another section, which is actually taking this to the next level. It's going to be more situational training. For instance, it says your friend asks you to take a walk, but you see the weather outside and you reject. What will you say? Well, I don't want to go because it is raining. It is raining. Okay, so this application we will do tomorrow. All right, in tomorrow's live lesson tomorrow, I will be doing a live lesson tomorrow. Today is just the warm up. How do we make present continuous sentences? So remember, you look at the screen, it's the be verb, which is am, is, are, and then verb ing. Okay, we only use this to talk about an action that is happening right now. For example, you, right now, you are listening to me. I am speaking to you. That is happening right now. Okay, so we'll leave number E till tomorrow. We'll call that a lesson for today. Remember, present continuous, while it's not that difficult, it is very important. It is very important that we know how to use it. Okay, so you've got waiting. He is waiting. Okay, I'm not sure what number that one was for. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure very much what number that was for. Just let me know. Oh, he's painting his studio. Okay, sorry, no, your last one was correct. He's painting his studio. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys there. And then what we'll do is tomorrow we'll continue with this. We'll make it a little bit more difficult. I want you to remember in this lesson, though, we are using the be verb, which is am, is, are, and then the ing. We use this to talk about what is happening right now. I am speaking. You are listening, right? Those actions are happening right now. Okay, let's continue this next week. Everybody, great job. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's lesson will be at 10:45 p.m., 1 hour earlier than today. All right, guys, until tomorrow. See ya.